How's it going, everybody? MAHINA808 again here with another PUBG Mobile gameplay video. So today, another Erangel. We're doing solo battle. Dropping into Razak. Check out the tack drop. Once again, about 800 feet. Target, jump out, set straight down at the ground while pulling about 10 o'clock on the stick, depending on which side, 10 or 2 o'clock. Drop in real fast. So knowing that I should be probably one of the first people down, I'm really not afraid that I'm going to run into too many people, at least not anybody that's geared out. Go ahead downstairs, pick up that first pistol. I apologize for the sound today, guys. I'm actually playing this at the driving range while my daughter is playing some golf. Always pick up the shotgun. I mean, if it's the first thing you got, always pick it up. Especially in the cities. If you're inside a building, shotgun can drop targets quite a bit faster than you would think. There's only one other weapon that works indoors a little bit better than the shotgun. You're going to see that in just a few minutes here. So we're going to continue to loot up. Hear those shots? And I know these guys are out there, so I'm going to take this weapon right here. The only other better weapon to clear houses. Inside a house, this thing is so beast. So here, they're shooting at each other. There's two up there. We know that they don't have any squads. They're playing solo today. I think I'm just going to go up there and take these guys out. Instead of going straight up the hill, we're going to come around the side, which probably is a smarter move. Listening, you see the guy in the window there? We decided not to take the shot because we didn't want to alert to our presence. Oop, I heard a guy upstairs here. Immediately, you already know he's second floor. You see that? The Uzi just clears people. I'm going to swap out for that 416. I'm not sure why. Honestly, I don't really have a preference between the SCAR or the 416. So we hear the other guy. We know that he's there. We know he's running around upstairs. So we're going to take the window instead of the door so he can't hear it. Oop, you see my but the Uzi is capable of bringing him down much faster than his SCAR or UMP can. Can't go against that Uzi, man. So we're going to heal up a little bit, boosting. And then we're going to continue looting here. Don't forget to reload all your weapons. You know, when you're fighting enemies in houses, it's best not to actually use the door because they can hear you. And sometimes houses have only one entrance to it. If that's the case, then they know exactly where you are. Go back through this house because I missed some stuff on the garage. Just check it out. Sometimes there's good loot. Still carrying the Uzi because I'm within the city limits, and it's pretty smart to carry the Uzi when you're clearing out houses for loot. And while we're running around, we're always listening for footsteps. Keep an eye on the mini-map. You never know who could be right around that corner. God damn it, man. Don't you hate it when the doors won't open for you? I think it's at this point I realized that I didn't have my Do Not Disturb on. There's almost never any really good loot in there, but it's always good to check. Yeah, I found a scar in there. If this was the beginning of the game, that would have been a lifesaver. Check the mini-map for the zone real quick. Plenty of time, so we're going to continue on looting this place. Oh, we hear those shots. I know somebody's over there. At least two people, because well, you don't just shoot at nobody. Nice, pick up that 3. Switch it out. Always pick up nades and smokes. Always. Very nice. Even though I don't have anything that'll hold it, it's always good to hold on to it. Ooh, the M762. One of my favorite weapons. My favorite gun, but it's just not good for this map. That's right. Sometimes I pick up mollies if I have room in my bag. Drop some of this. I'm gonna go over here and clear out our inventory just a little bit. Hear that? You can always tell when the plane is coming right at you. Try to stand kind of close to the doorway, always behind the doors. That was a little bit of fun. Went that way. Didn't drop it. We're going to take another look. See if it did drop them. Another 3X. Oh, just came in this house. Oops. Do I see a guy right there? Lasers. I want that 6X. So we'll switch out to that one. Mini. Very nice gun. Not my favorite DMR, but still at range, it's much better than, say, a AKM or a 416. There's never anything in these attics. Ooh, caught sight of a drop on my left. We're gonna go up here and loot those houses first. It's my favorite grip, the half grip. Some people don't like playing with it, but I find that my shots are much more on target, easier to control the recoil with with a half grip, than much more so than anything else. Come through here already. So right at the extent of the city. This is when I catch sight of it. I know that Faraz is pretty much mine at this point, so I'm going to push towards the crate. There's a car. It's at this point that I hear another drop coming in right over here. Checking the zone one more time. Notice that the drops like to come down towards the edges of the zone. Only during the final circles does it start coming down more towards the middle of the circles. What the hell is a crate? I lost sight of it here. There we go. We're going to go on in here and see what they brought me. Level 3 gear. I'm going to leave the 249. Not my favorite weapon. Here's somebody. Always. Let's see what he brought me. Nothing. So we're looking around here. Yep. And there we go. Turn on our DND. No further disruptions. So we're heading to the road looking for a car. It's time to get out of here. There's one. Not the best idea to run down the roadway like this. Okay. Checking on the houses. Shots on me. So I'll get in the car. My first thought is to run. But he's putting some pretty decent shots on me. So I'm going to go find this guy. You're parking next to a berm, so you have some protection. And we're looking around for him. I'm looking around for him. And I noticed that my health is down, so it's probably a pretty good idea for me to heal up real quick. And he's rather far. And for him to get a shot on me, he'd have to come down this berm. So I'm going to go ahead and heal up here. And fully boost myself. Just to get that little added edge. So we'll push him on this hill. Yep. I don't see him where he should be. Oop, he jumped in a car, so I'm going to switch over to my automatic. This is solo, so we already know he's on my finest shot. Headshot there. Yep, lead your shots. You will take them down every time. So I don't want to run up to this box, so I'm going to take the car over there. Caught sight of another drop over there. I'm going to loot this guy real quick. Get what we can. And I think we're pretty much geared out for the rest of the game. 288 shots. I'm just going to go towards this drop here. Oh. How many of you have done this? God damn it. So we're gonna hustle up around the water city. Don't hear any shots on me. Really not into going into the city at this time. Because of the water, you just move so much slower, and it's so much easier to get killed in there. Especially if somebody's just around with a sniper rifle. Loot a couple of things, pick up that level 3 helmet, replace the one we got. Oh man, I always get excited when I see a suppressor. But of course, 90% of the time they're for a pistol. Check our inventory real quick. Health and nades, health and nades. Always pick up health, smoke, and nades. As much as you can. You never know when they could come in handy. They could save your life, honestly. I can remember so many battles where I've had to use smoke and smoke all over the place. I use it as decoys as well. Just a nice, useful tool to have in your box. Okay, so we're gonna push. So we're in pretty much the middle zone here. Yep, just checking our position on the map. There are 9 alive. Honestly, I'm pretty geared out for the rest of the game, but I'd prefer to use a little bit stronger sniper rifle or DMR. Yep. I don't like to leave pills behind either if I can help it. So we're just going to take this opportunity to sit here and boost up all the way. And we can waste another pill because we could use a lot more space in the inventory. Yep. Alright, it's time to vacate. Hear that plane? Right at us. Put away the gun so we're up to speed. And the drop's coming down in a perfect place. We're going to use this medium-sized berms to mask our walk in. These types of little berms are probably one of the best places to hang out because you can isolate where you can take shots from. The box hasn't dropped yet. I'm just going to peek over the hill real quick, check potential areas where there are any enemies. By staying on top of the hill, if I ever get shot up, I can move to either side of the hill to get some cover. And push up on this box. And it's pretty much the same thing. I've never been a huge fan of the Grozo or the AUG, so I decided to leave them there. And go back down here to this little pothole cover. And check just familiar places where enemies could be. Check the trees. See, I don't like the 8X sometimes, so I'd rather bring it down just a little bit so it doesn't fill the screen quite so much. The 8X, when I look around, is quite a bit slower than I'd like it to be. So by adjusting it a little closer, it's a lot easier to use. Ooh, picked up the guy here. We don't want to shoot at him because we don't want to alert him to our presence out here in the field. We don't have the best position. So we'll come along the wall over here just so he can't take any shots on us. Move up to the tree. This is when I noticed that there's not a whole lot of cover here. We can either camp the box or we can make a move on it. There's only 7 left alive. The circle's still rather on the larger side. Check those houses again. See if we can get a couple extra kills. People coming in to take a look at the box. Push over this berm to check these houses. All the doors looks closed, so I think we're pretty clear there. We know that guy is still off to the west over here in those houses. So we're going to use the berm as cover to push up towards the zone. Take a pretty roundabout way in. Got a whole minute, so at least I know that I can rotate around the zone and push in from someplace that he probably is not expecting me to be. Ooh. Worst thing you can do is stand still. Well, he was shooting at somebody, so I know that we might have somebody down that side. So we're going to take position high on the berm. Nice car there. Really weird spot. So we know some people are around. I never really like to drive into final circle. It's just too dangerous. You see, we're pushing around the zone really closer. We know that this guy's outside of zone, so he has to be pushing up. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a route that doesn't really bring us into contact with him too much. Take a look at the drop and to see if we can pop somebody from the back as they run up towards the Don't have any sign of him here. So instead of going straight at it, we're going to just kind of make sure the area is clear before we run around this open field. Kind of moving from tree to tree. We're going to continue as if this guy's on our right somewhere. Push up towards these houses. Oh, we hear him over there. Oh, zone has pushed in one more time. Again, standing still. It's the worst thing you can do. Check out these houses real quick. Now at this point, I don't really need to go for the crate. Final circle is not my favorite place to use sniper rifles. Yep, we hear some fighting up there. Sounds like he cleared 2 guys. So it's just me and one more guy here. We know he's by the crate. So what we're going to do is kind of move around. Rotate around to the left and to take a much better position on him. look down there, over there. See if we can run it down. I'm going to continue rotating to the left. And we know he's not down there. There's only one left. Switch out to our automatic as we get in closer. See if he's hanging out by these houses. There's a lot of tall grass over here, so it's a good idea to suspect that he's out there proning, or what we call snaking. Thankfully, this is first person, and proning isn't quite as effective as it is in third person. Okay, so we know he's out there. Why don't you hate it when that happens? Oh, taking shots from the right. So we know he's over there, on the other side of the building. So we're going to take this opportunity to get ready for the final push here. I'm going to boost up fully. So we know this guy has a sniper rifle, and there's a good chance that he's snaking. So we're going to push around, try to scare him with some footsteps. Or scare him into standing up. So we move from cover to cover. We know he's around here somewhere. Doesn't even suspect the word. He was level 3'd up for that chicken dinner. Nice. That chicken dinner. 8 kills. Good. Alright, everybody. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.